What's going on, guys? Back on the video. Today we have NBA 2020-2021 playoff prediction / who I think will make the playoffs. So, if you know on this channel, I already made a video, and it was my playoff predictions. Let's see, playoff predictions, and it was right here, but it's been like 2 or 3 weeks now, so now I've kind of changed my opinion about who I think's going to make it to the playoffs. So let's look at it again. So for the Eastern Conference, for the first seed, I have the Philadelphia 76ers. Right now, they are currently in the first seed, so I think that they'll stay the same right there. And then for the eighth seed, I actually have the Chicago Bulls. I have Chicago Bulls. So I think that the Chicago Bulls are going to be the eighth seed, and they're going to make it over the Hornets and the Pacers. That might be a pretty big take, but ever since the Bulls acquired Vucevic, they've been playing really good. I mean, they have lost 4 in a row, but in my opinion, I think that they still will make it. But yeah, I think they'll still make it. And then for the fourth seed, I have the Atlanta Hawks. They're currently the fourth seed, so I think they'll stay there and still keep over the Celtics, even though it might be a close one. But fifth seed, I still have the Boston Celtics. I think that they're going to either be the fourth seed or the fifth seed. I just went with the fifth seed because the Hornets are a little bit better than them right now, in my opinion. So, yeah. And then number 3, I have the Milwaukee Bucks. I think they're going to stay there because, well, they're 4 games. They're actually they're quite a few games ahead of the Hawks, so I think they'll stay in third seed. And then the number 2, I have Brooklyn Nets. They could be the first seed, but I think they're going to stay the second seed. And then for the seventh seed, I have the New York Knicks. I think the Heat are going to get over the New York Knicks as the sixth seed. And the New York Knicks will be the seventh seed because they're only like a game away from each other, half a game. And I feel like the Miami Heat will pass the Knicks, but the Knicks still are having a good season. And then I'm going to move on to the Western Conference. I have the Utah Jazz as number 1 seed. Currently, they are also the number 1 seed, 41-14. I feel like they hold on to it. They are 1.5 games ahead of the Suns, though, so the Suns could take the Suns could take that. But I'm just gonna go for the Jazz. And then number 8, I have the Golden State Warriors. I have the Golden State Warriors. Let's see. I have the Mavericks beating the Grizzlies. They get the 7th seed. Then I have the Warriors beating Spurs, and I have the Warriors beating the Grizzlies for the 8th seed. So yeah. And then for the 4th seed, I have the Denver Nuggets. LeBron James is coming back soon. And Jamal Murray did get injured. I feel like Nikola Jokic is going to prove why he's an MVP, and he's going to be playing really good. And then the Nuggets are going to stay the 4th seed. And then I feel like the Lakers are going to be number 5 because, well, they're like 2.5 games ahead of the Trailblazers. I don't think the Trailblazers are going to get any ahead. But then for the 3rd seed, I have the Los Angeles Clippers. They currently are that 3rd seed. And, yeah, I do think that they're going to stay there, too. And then for the 6th seed, I have the Portland Trailblazers. They're going to stay ahead of the Mavericks. And the 2nd seed, I have the Phoenix Suns. I feel like they'll either be there or the 1st seed. And then 7th seed, we have the Dallas Mavericks. I think that they'll be a 7th seed. And then moving on to the second round, I feel like the 76ers are going to beat the Chicago Bulls in probably 5 games. Chicago Bulls, it was amazing that I think that you guys made it to the playoffs. I think it's pretty amazing that I think that they would make it to the playoffs because, well, the Chicago Bulls have not been known as a good team for a while now. And yeah. And then number 4 seed, I have the Boston Celtics beating the Atlanta Hawks. I feel like when it comes down to it, Trae Young doesn't have that much experience yet. The Hawks just don't have that much experience of playoffs. So I think the Boston Celtics, who are more playoff uh, experienced team, are going to beat the Atlanta Hawks in about 6 or 7 games, maybe in 5 games. I think it's going to be like 7 games, actually. It might be 6. It's either 7 or 6. It's probably more going to be like a 6. And then Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat. I had the Milwaukee Bucks winning. They're not going to make the same mistake they made last year. I feel like it'll be a 7-game series, though, just because I have a feeling that when the Bucks played the Heat, just for some reason, the Heat they just feel a little bit better. than the Bucks do. But I'm just gonna make it a 7-game series and have the Bucks win that. And then for the Brooklyn Nets versus the New York Knicks, kind of like a New York game series right there. I have the Brooklyn Nets winning in four, of the Brooklyn Nets winning in 4 games, maybe five. If the Knicks sneak one in there, maybe five. But I have the Brooklyn Nets winning in 4 games, and then moving on to the second round, I have the Utah Jazz beating the Golden State Warriors in like 5 or 6 games. Who knows? If Steph Curry does get hot, it could be a 7-game series. I do not think the Golden State Warriors are going to beat the Jazz, though. If they did, that'd be pretty surprising, in my opinion. Then for the Denver Nuggets versus Los Angeles Lakers, I feel like LeBron's going to play really hard because he just want to win another championship. And I feel like LeBron James is going to take the Lakers to the next round, and they're going to win it there. And then for the third seed, Los Angeles Clippers in the 6th seed Portland Trailblazers. I have the Los Angeles Clippers moving on in probably like a 6-game, maybe even a 7-game series because Damian Lillard's been playing awesome this year. And I feel like he can actually push that to a 6-game series, maybe even a 7-game series. And then for the Phoenix Suns versus Dallas Mavericks, I have the Phoenix Suns moving on. I feel like they have gotten a lot better. The bubble definitely foreshadowed what was going to be like this year for them. And I feel like they're going to beat the Mavericks because Chris Paul is such a big help out for them. I mean, good pickup, and he helped them out a lot. And now let's move on to the third round. I have the Philadelphia 76ers beating the Boston Celtics in 7 games. I have Philadelphia 76ers beating the Boston Celtics in 7 games. I feel like Boston's going to be doing really good this year, but I don't think they're going to make it to the finals or the finals of the Eastern Conference. And then over here, the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Brooklyn Nets. I have the Brooklyn Nets winning like 6 games, maybe even 7, because Milwaukee still does have Giannis, but Brooklyn Nets have like a crazy lineup. I didn't think that. Well, I think LaMarcus Aldridge retired. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Okay, so Nets LaMarcus Aldridge retires from basketball due to irregular heartbeat. Oh, that stinks. Oh, yeah, it kind of stinks, but okay. And then for the the Nets are going to beat the Bucks in 7 games, and then Utah Jazz versus Lakers. Sadly, I want to put the Utah Jazz over the Lakers so much, but if the Jazz did beat the Lakers, I feel like it'd be in the 6 or 7. It'd definitely be in a 7-game series, but I have the Lakers winning it. I have the Lakers winning it in the 7 games. I feel like the Jazz are way better than people thought they were. I am a Jazz fan, so I'm gonna have a little bias there. And then for the Clippers and the Suns, I had the Clippers winning in 7 games. This is gonna be really a tough series. And then moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals, I had the Brooklyn Nets beating the Philadelphia 76ers in 6 games. The Nets really good. I feel like it could be 7 games, but I'm gonna go with 6. And the Lakers versus Clippers, I had the Lakers winning in 6 games. So yeah, I mean, the Clippers could win it, or it could be go to 7. But I have them going to 6. Then for the East, I have the Brooklyn Nets versus the Los Angeles Lakers, and my overall champion, I have the Brooklyn Nets. I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to beat the Los Angeles Lakers in 7 games, and I feel like that's how I think it is. I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to win it all. Thank you guys for watching. This video again was requested by it was requested by Trask Young. He said, do a video on which teams you think will make it to the playoffs. So yeah, I made the video. And thank you guys for watching. If you are new, please subscribe, or if you just haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And then Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, bye.